Welcome back to the Grannying, a best friends podcast where we are doing bestie things. Today we are doing a Euro summer inspired little treat. What is this called again? Lemon Possets?
I don't actually know how to say it.
I think
the recipe I'm following starts with a P. Lemon something with a P.
I forget now, but they are aesthetic.
Yeah, it's giving Italy.
Yes.
It's giving France, 100%. And it's lemon, so it's her favorite. So
obviously. And I feel like it goes with our vibe, our theme. Yeah. We're ready to get rumbling here. So we'll get cooking, and then we'll also just kind of share stories, and you guys are welcome to come and hang out with us. Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Okay, so step one was to add 2 cups of coconut cream to a pot.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous that we don't have 2 cups.
We might just have to rough it.
Yeah.
We're just doing rough measurements today.
Absolutely.
So that's about 1.5 cups, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love this pot that you got. It's like the perfect size for this.
It really is, and it's blue. It's just so cute.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just dumping that in, and then dumping in 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And then we're going to give this a whisk. I'm going to do a little less because that was not quite 2 cups.
Okay.
Going to give it a whisk, and you're slowly melting the sugar. If you heat it too fast, it will burn the sugar. So we're slowly going to incorporate it.
It's just a silicone whisk. Let me see. I thought the silicone whisk said it doesn't.
Oh, no, it makes sense.
Okay, anyway, you can keep using it, but I just wanted to test it out.
Yeah, so we just get this heated until everything melts together, and we will add some more stuff in a minute.
Okay.
Do you want to start cutting yours?
Yeah, okay. Bring it back to me over here. Bring it back. Okay, I'm ready.
He's doing the hard part.
I don't know how I got assigned this role. Wait, one moment.
You don't even have your apron on yet?
Yeah, I was supposed to put it on when we did the intro, and then I didn't get time to. So anyway, let me just get my apron on real quick. Don't look at my armpits. Okay, good talk.
Do you want to take times you wear on this episode? You just go watch your other episodes and how many times she says, don't look at my armpits.
My armpits, though,
why
for real.
Why did I wear a tank top today?
I don't know. My armpits, I just feel like they're not giving right now, you know? So don't look too closely. Anyway, so I'll be preparing. This is the part that makes them cutesy and fun.
Yeah. And you can, so what we're going to do is create the filling back here and then fill the lemons with the filling, and hopefully it sets in the lemons and it's cute and aesthetic.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. The recipe actually tells us to set it in just like a little bowl as a custard. So.
Really? Because the Pinterest image.
Here's the thing is you found a Pinterest image and then you looked up a recipe and those were not the same. So.
But my mom would have done it. She would have made it happen. Okay. So we need to make it happen.
Yeah,
you know.
Trying.
Yeah. Wait, I need another bowl to put like the debris of the insides of the lemon in, I think.
Not the trash.
Yeah, no. Let me just grab one real quick. What is one of our greatest accomplishments? What's one of yours? What's one of mine? What's a good accomplishment?
An accomplishment.
I have one that I'm thinking of.
Okay, let's oh.
Wait, close your eyes, I think. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That was like my first.
I wasn't expecting it. I was like, what does it hit me in the
That was
face?
literally my first experience. I didn't know what it was gonna do.
Please don't cut your hand.
Okay, me too. I was thinking, okay, so Emily came to visit me this one time, and I was proposing this fun, good time that we could have if we just went and like did some fun experiences, got out of the house, whatever. So we were staying like Oceanside. We were staying Oceanside.
Canal side, but yeah.
Yeah. So basically the house, there was like the ocean was in the back. So you could do this thing where you get water taxied to your final destination.
And you can like call a water taxi, but like.
Yes. And so I was like, okay, I have done this and it's really, really fun.
That's really good.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
I did it. It's really fun. It's just a romantic experience. And if you've never lived with waterside, you can't do this everywhere, you know? So I was like, we kind of have to have that experience. Except for I've never called the water taxi. I've only ever like had somebody just give me a ride type of thing. And then they pull up at the canal in the back, you walk out, and then you just get a ride. So I was like, hey, I bet my brother can give us a ride, and then he'll also pick us up at the end of the night, and it'll just be convenient.
We wanted someone to stay up, so
like,
we knew that we could
get a ride home.
Get a ride home.
Yeah, was the concern. I didn't know the hours, and like we were being very safe about this. So we were having a good, fun, fresh time, and I hit up my brother, and he's like, yeah, I can give you guys like a ride, I guess.
I don't think he was thrilled. And also, I do think we told him he could drive us, but he couldn't hang out with us. So I think he was like, well, if I'm going down there, like, I want to go.
I want to hang.
And we were like,
girls' night. Well, sorry. So anyway, this is my favorite part. He's driving us there, and I'm explaining to Emily, like, the things we can do, what we can see. So he's like, he doesn't have any plans this night.
Actually, I mean, I'm not saying you weren't telling me those things, but I have video of us blaring music and Raven dancing on top of the boat, and like we were just having a fun time.
What I remembered was we were driving back and forth like at 2 miles per hour.
We were going slow. It's a
no-wake zone.
You can't.
And so we're going 2 miles per hour, and we drove the whole thing probably 3 times.
Oh yeah, because he couldn't figure out where we were going.
Because he didn't want to know. He's like, "Where are you going?" And we're like, So then we didn't really make a decision. Then he's like, "Let's check out the parking in case if I want to go do something fun." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we're checking out the parking. Like, we were having a good, vibey, fun and fresh time. But we basically drove it 3 times. At this point, a 5-10 minute drive turned into like an hour, I believe. So finally we're like, hey, we're ready to get off the boat, you know, like I think we were trying to get dinner first. I don't really remember what we were going to do, but that's irrelevant. So anyway, we were like, we're ready to get off the boat. Like another 30 minutes later, we pull into 3 different spots, basically. Wait, can they even see what I'm doing with the lemons? I hope so. We pull into 3 different spots to get off. And just the dots are not aligning. Finally, we're like, if you want to park, you should do that separately, but just drop us off anywhere.
We were like, we're done waiting.
Anywhere. So he's like, okay. My brother's like, girls, I got you. He finds a spot. It's magnificent. He's like, there's yachts everywhere.
Right in. It was
like,
super
and
slick.
The thing is, it was like a low dock. So sometimes the dock is not the same height as the boat, and so
it's like climb, and it's
not very easy to get in and out. So he's like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect dock. And you know what it is? It's all these yachts.
Yeah.
For the like older people who have a hard time getting in and out. He's like, this is perfect. So we literally have these slickest, like we just hop off. And it was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing. And so her and I are feeling ourselves.
And then he's like, have a good night. Call me when you're done. Gone.
Bye.
He's gone.
Gone. Okay, so we are vibing. We're checking out the yachts.
We're in a good
there.
mood. Yeah,
vibes are high, okay?
And so we're walking off the dock, and you know, you're walking far, and it's dark outside. It was totally
it was dark at this point, yeah.
And all of a sudden, we get to where we thought it would be land.
Like the end of the dock.
Yeah, and it is a gate that is locked, like padlocked. There are security cameras. There
was literally like a little security house type shack.
Yeah, like
not like, I don't think it was fully monitored.
No,
but definitely they were taking the security seriously.
Oh yeah,
and fully gated, like for a distance fence plus gate situation. So
multiple keypads of entry, and we were like.
Also to note that like the way the water side is, it's not like a beach where you walk in and the water is shallow.
Oh yeah,
it's like a wall that you're entering up to, you know. So this is a wall. So if you jump, it's not like you're jumping off past, like you'd have to jump off of this fence into the water that then you have to like climb a wall. It's just very, it's if you've been, you would understand, but I'm trying to give you just the perspective. Anyway, so we get there and her and I are looking at each other and I'm like, there's really no reason for there to be a gate on any of these docks, because most of them are like you dock and then you walk into a restaurant, or you dock and then there's like public parking and you just walk up, and then this is like one of the only ones with a gate.
Yeah.
And we're like, what's going on here?
And so then we realized we are on the other side of like a private yacht dock.
I believe it was like a yacht private sales dock.
Oh yeah.
Like these yachts I don't believe were owned by people. nor were there people in them.
Nor were there anybody around us.
Nobody. At this point, there's no one. And so we're like kind of starting.
Like, how do we find someone with the code to now let us out? And did we call your brother?
Yes!
And I think he was
yes!
like, wow.
But he was vibing back on the boat.
Obviously.
Music high, like whatever he was doing. I don't know. So we're literally like, okay, we're going to have to call him. We're going to have to get him back. We're going to have to do the whole peruse again. Yeah. Like, so that was our initial thought.
We're also worried because now, like, it looks like we broke in.
It really looked like we broke in. And there was all these signs on the gate. Like, we finally realized because it said the name of the place. And then it had all this, like, threatening information about, like if you break in to blah, 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 blah. And we're on the other side, like, we broke in, but we did not break in.
We did not break in.
And so we're like, oh no, what do we do? And there was no sign at the end of the dock where he dropped us off at. We were literally like, oh, this is a great dock. They should have more of these, you know? So anyway.
And then was the next thing that happened, 2 guys walked by?
No. I remember what happened. So we're standing on the other side of the fence and we're debating what we should do. And I'm like, hey, Emily, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I could jump this fence. And so I'm feeling out Emily's perspective.
I know that you were in a skirt. I don't remember what I was wearing.
I was wearing a skirt. At which point, I'm like, hey, I think I can jump this, like, oh yeah, you were wearing jean shorts.
Yeah.
And I was wearing a skirt, but I was like, hey, I think that, I had tennis shoes on though with the skirt, which was such a risky choice anyway. But I was like, I think I can jump the fence. Like, not well, but you definitely, like, I could. The thing was though, this fence was like a waterside fence, so it didn't look super sturdy. But I was also like, well, it's here, so like how sturdy versus not sturdy, we're not really gonna know. But I was like, I can only really jump it one way, like once I get to the other side. But also, we're gonna have to get to the other side because there's no way we're sitting on this dock all night, and help is going to be on the other side. Like, we could run into somebody we know, they could drive us home, like whatever. So I was just like, hey, I think I could jump it. And I'm looking at Emily like, can you also jump it? And she's like, I don't know. And her concern more so, I believe, was that the the fence was gonna break, right?
Because it wasn't super sturdy.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll just go halfway and then we'll make the decision. Like, I'll stand on the top and then before I get down, we'll make the decision. So up until now, we've seen almost no one. No one.
I would say nobody.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump the fence. I start climbing the fence. It takes me a while. I get to the top of the fence, and these guys show up.
Yeah, like she's on the very top of the fence, and 2 guys just
show up
out of nowhere.
They literally just show up, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like you need some help.
Let me help you."
So I'm like turning around, and mind you, the fence is see-through. Okay, there's no like tint. There's nothing. No. It's see-through. So I'm like looking at Emily, like, okay, I think like I made it here. Do you think you can make it here? She's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe like I should go first. Should you go first? Like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, I'm already here, and these guys are like, we will catch you.
Oh yeah, they were like, we got you.
We got you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they were like so confident that they could get us over the fence.
Yeah.
So I was like, and you're like, I mean, what else are we gonna do, right?
I mean, it wasn't like a super tall fence, but it like was 6.
It was just crazy. It was just like too much to comprehend. It was not working in our favor.
No.
So anyway, I'm like, hey, I got a skirt on. These guys are willing to catch me. I don't really think anything's gonna happen. But that was definitely the part I was scared of, was like jumping off, not like the getting up. So I'm like,
would agree,
okay.
Yes.
So literally, I come down. These guys catch me. Yeah, everything's amazing.
Everything's good.
So I'm like, okay. Now you gotta help my friend. So Emily is like, oops, sorry, I tapped you a little. Emily is going over the fence. Okay, she's doing a great job. She gets to the top, and I don't really remember. I just remember the end part. Did the guys leave? Were they still helping? I think that okay. I think we went for 2 different systems. Like I jumped and then it didn't go super well. So then I was like, okay, when you jump, just grab her arms.
I think they were gonna grab my hands and kind of like
almost lower. Yeah. Versus like when I jumped, I was just full sending it. Like if they were gonna catch me, they were, and if they weren't, they weren't. But I was like, don't do that. Yeah. So when you come down, so you were already like holding on to them. Okay. Yes. So then you go to jump off. Okay, this is my favorite part of the whole thing, and do you remember this part?
I don't.
The trauma blocked it? No.
No, I don't remember
No, I remember this.
I'm
so I don't even want to say it if you don't remember, because I feel like you trauma blocked it, and like, good for you. So they help Emily down, okay? And here's the thing. It's like, it didn't take her long to get up since I had jumped the fence. But basically, Emily's coming down, and honestly, everything goes super well. Like, she comes down, she lands, and then she falls forward, and it makes this huge, like, thud. But you had fully landed, and they were kind of like, oh, okay. And then you just, like, fall forward and make this huge thud. But here's the thing. There was a crowd of like 12 people.
Yeah, she jumps. There's no one.
No one. Just these two guys show up out of nowhere. Next thing you know, I'm talking dads are coming out of nowhere. There was well over 12 people because there was like this whole family to the left. There was guys coming in, couples, and they were all clapping for her when she was down on the dock. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's so bad.
How could they be clapping for her right now? This is crazy. Like, because there was no one. This whole time. We walked up and down the dock.
We were trying to get out. There was
no one. She hits the ground, and I swear there was like a restaurant nearby, and there was a like a deck edge, and there was people literally like. And the way you hit the ground on the dock was so funny.
I didn't get hurt.
But that's the thing. Was everyone?
I lost my balance.
That's really what happened. Was
probably shaking because
you were. I was.
Yeah.
It was freaky. So then, because that was the thing, is I was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Mm-hmm. And it was when you stood, like, got up, everybody is clapping, and then I literally looked at you. And I was like, are you okay? And you were like, yeah, I'm fine. And I was like, okay, because it sounded like you were not okay. And I think that's why everybody was clapping. It was like an airplane landing type of clap.
So bad.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe you didn't remember.
I remember.
I'm glad you didn't, honestly.
Well, I mean.
Did you suppress it?
That bad.
I'm just kidding. I don't either. It was really funny. In the moment, I didn't laugh. I will say that for myself.
Okay, I think we can dump this in there now.
Let's just set it on this, and then we can scoop it. 1 second. I'll move this like messiness.
1 second. I lift it up. Just 1 second.
1 second, and then we'll set it right here, and then we can grab these and plate them. That didn't work at all. Good work. Okay. I can be our plater.
Okay. Perfect. I am a little worried about how this is gonna set, because what part of it's gonna harden?
It doesn't fully harden. It just becomes almost, I would say, yogurt curd texture in the center.
Have you ever made this before?
No. I just saw the Pinterest picture.
Okay, so this is all off a photo.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep, I am. So my next question to you is, how comfortable are you with telling someone,
it's gonna tip. Oh, nice.
I'll fill the next one just a little less full. How comfortable are you with telling someone that they offended you?
I think it kind of depends. I think it's like depends on how close you are with that person. Like if it's a stranger, I will shut them down very quick. It's what more like. Do you remember that roommate? Do you remember that roommate? Which one? I just felt like there was maybe boundaries that they were crossing.
Which one? The one roommate that comes to mind with me about just like offensive was, we had this one roommate and she would borrow everything of mine.
But
except for she would go in there when I wasn't there and borrow it and never give it back and hide it in her room. Also though, like the number one thing, she would borrow all of my makeup and then just like use it until it was completely gone and then put it back. Like I have a little area for each little thing and she just put it back empty. And but like you would borrow all my stuff, but you'd be like, this is what I'm using. And then if it was empty, I'd be like, oh, okay. Like, thanks for letting the sister know, you know? But she did not. But she also borrowed our non-communal toilet paper and everything that, why would toilet paper be communal? If you all have your own bathrooms, like get your own toilet paper.
Yeah.
If you have 6 roommates, get your own toilet paper. Same thing with like laundry detergent.
Oh, yeah.
We were not sharing laundry detergent roommates. And she thought all of those things were communal, including deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, literally anything you would have had to buy. The clothes were so communal. And also, I'd like to say we were not the same size. So, like, they might be communal for a while and then pop back up in my life. And I was like,
where'd that go?
Why was this a communal item?
But we never really said anything.
Yeah, but I would never. There was no, I mean, she did. It didn't last that long.
It didn't.
She was only there for like, I think a month. And then, so we were still kind of laughing about it by the time it was ending.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Which was for the best.
Probably. Oh. I feel like I think this is going to be delicious, but I feel like if you added a little like Jell-O mix to this or something that made it harden, that might be a little better.
You don't think it's going to harden? It's supposed to.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any core offensive roommate stories?
I mean, offensive might not be the right word. I actually think genuinely we got lucky with our roommates.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't think there was any. I mean, I had one that moved out after a month with me. I mean, I don't know what that says about me.
I think that's a win. Wait, which one's leaking? Is it this one?
Did you cut it?
I don't know. Oh, maybe it's leaking out the bottom.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll see. Okay, anyway. I was thinking we did have a group situation where this is in one of our situations where we had a lot of roommates, and one of the roommates was like not the best at doing her dishes.
One of them was not the cleanest.
Yeah, just not a cleaner in general. Yeah, the other girl that we were roommates with was like extremely type A, very meticulous. Like if she does this on Mondays, she does it every Monday.
Yeah.
If she eats 10 crackers, she only eats 10. Like everything in her life is very, very meticulous. So although she wasn't there often, she was definitely like she had high opinions because when she was there, things had to be going a specific way. There you go.
Die.
Anyway, in this scenario,
there's like no room in this fridge.
Just outing my fridge on the pod.
I'm sorry.
Okay. This is not a fridge tour. Please get back here. But anyway, the funny thing was the one roommate would like leave dishes all the time. So many dishes. For so long. And like she would literally be like, oh, it's crazy. Like somebody did the dishes.
Yeah,
and
I wonder who did that.
Nobody's doing communal dishes. You're just supposed to like, when there's so many girls in the house, you need to immediately clean those. We only have, first off, 4 plates. So once you ate 4 times, it's done.
Done.
And so the other roommate who was really type A, she wrote all these sticky note, like, we had called on so many roommate meetings.
Oh yeah, like the issue had been addressed before.
Yes. So this was like escalated, but the one roommate like wrote all these sticky notes and left them.
And would be like
on the dirty dishes.
About whose it was and whose responsibility it was to clean it.
And like a kill date, like an end date of when this is done, like it's being tossed or whatever. And it was so funny because like,
but I appreciate it because she kind of called everyone out. It was.
I mean, yeah, she got to the point.
Yeah.
Like, and we just were bystanders. We didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, we weren't the ones in trouble.
Yeah, so it was like, ooh, the tea is hot today, because we're watching those dishes like, you know, girl, it's getting so full in there, I can't do my own dishes, but I'm gonna still keep doing them on top of yours. And then that happened, and it was like, no dishes in here for a whole 2 days. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, these are gonna have to set for a little bit. Should we come back when they're done?
Yeah.
I think it said like
do that.
30 minutes.
30? I thought this was like a 5-minute craft. Well, see you when they're set.
It actually says 4 hours. I was just saying 30.
Hello, this is the editor. There is absolutely no audio for this next minute clip, so I'm just gonna do my best to read their voices and tell you what they think of their little lemon things. Okay. She's saying it took a lot of effort, but she is excited to try the lemons, and now they're scooping. Savory, yum, wow, zesty. They can make you pucker up. It's sweet too. She's saying yes, the Jell-O would have been like a good mix, so it would actually harden up, but overall, it is a win. And thank you guys for watching Grannying. Bye. Oh, look at their yummy little snacks. I want it.